literally more. I really like this book. It has, let me show you. Basically, like, this week would be week 11, Bearing Burdens, and then it has what you read for the week. And then at the end of it, it has like her summary of her take and the messages that can be given in that word. And then there's points to ponder, and then your actions for a week. So she has some questions that she'll ask. And then actions. Excuse me. Cat. And then actions for you to do throughout the week and remind yourself of, which I really like. But right now, where am I? I am on week 5, which is I need what you have. Because I need Jesus, you know. But I don't know if that's why it's for Matthew, the book of Matthew. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off wherever I left off last. I don't know if the camera really shows it, but these are sparkly. Super, super sparkly. Super, 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 super sparkly. I wonder, it like sounds different to my ears, obviously, whenever I talk into this, but I wonder if it sounds different to your guys's. I don't know. But thank you for joining me for Bible study or Bible reading. I am very, very, very grateful for you coming to join me. Very, very, very grateful. Very grateful. Okay. Anyway, it looks like I was on Matthew 6, and this says to go to, because I was kind of making my own, because it was 4 through 7 and then 8 through 11, and I stopped at 6, so we'll just go to 6 and then we'll find a good stopping point. Okay, so the Sermon on a Mountain continues. Don't do good works to be praised by people. I think this is probably a good one, because a lot of people in social media do stuff to be good, to be worshipped and praised by other people for doing the good. But you're supposed to do things without telling people. It's actually really funny that this is what this says, because today, whenever I was over at my mom's house, my uncle was there, and I had said something about fasting, and I fast because I have diabetes, but he didn't realize that's what I was talking about, and he thought that I was spiritually fasting, and he had said that it says in the Bible that we're not supposed to fast. And that's so crazy. Sorry. Full circle moment. I can't believe I got that on camera. I'm realizing this. I literally, like, I have goosebumps. But, God works in crazy ways. Anyway, he was telling me that, like, you know, obviously if you're medically fasting, it's okay to, like, talk about it and stuff, but if you're spiritually fasting, then you're not really supposed to talk about it. And it's so funny that this is in what I'm reading today. Oh, I love God. Okay, anyway, let me continue. My hair looks crazy, sorry, but I'm a little chilly today too. Okay. Be careful not to do your good works in public in order to attract attention. If you do, your Father in heaven will not reward you. So when you give to the poor, don't announce it with trumpet fanfare. This is what hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets in order to be praised by people. I can guarantee this truth. That will be their only reward. When you give to the poor, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Give your contributions privately. Your Father sees what you do in private. He will reward you. The Lord's Prayer. When you pray, don't be like hypocrites. They like to stand in synagogues and on street corners to pray so that everyone can see them. I can guarantee this truth. That will be their only reward. When you pray, go to your room and close the door. Pray privately to your Father who is with you. Your Father sees what you do in private. He will reward you. When you pray, don't ramble like heathens who think they'll be heard if they talk a lot. Don't be like them. Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. This is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, let your name be kept holy. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread today. Forgive us as we forgive others. Don't allow us to be tempted. Instead, rescue us from the evil one. If you forgive the failures of others, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you don't forgive others, your Father will not forgive your failures. Fasting. So this is what I was just talking about. It says, when you fast, stop looking sad like hypocrites. They put on sad faces to make it obvious that they are fasting. I can guarantee this truth. That will be their only reward. When you fast, wash your face and comb your hair. Then your fasting won't be obvious. Instead, it will be obvious to your Father who is with you in private. Your Father sees what you do in private. He will reward you. So, like, the people, I don't have, like, specific people in mind or anything, but, like, there's people I've seen online that will be like, oh yeah, I'm fasting, I've been doing this, and that's, like, being self-righteous. That will be your reward, is the self-righteousness, like, being honored or what is the word? I can't remember, but, like, being honored and, like, people, or being proud of yourself and have people being proud of you for that, that will be the reward. You won't be rewarded from the Father. Anyway, let me go. True riches. Stop storing up treasures for yourself on earth, where moths and rust destroy and thieves break and steal. Instead, store up treasures for yourselves in heaven, where moths and rust don't destroy and thieves don't break and steal. Your heart will be where your treasure is. The eye is the lamp of the body, So if your eye is unclouded, your body will be full of light. But if your eye is evil, your whole body will be full of darkness. If the light in you is darkness, how dark it will be. Excuse me. No one can serve two masters. He will hate the first master and love the second, or he will be devoted to the first and despise the second. You cannot serve God and wealth. Stop worrying. So I tell you to stop worrying about what you will eat, drink, or wear. Isn't life more than food and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds. They don't plant, harvest, or gather the harvest into bonds. Sorry. One of my cats I thought was scratching, and she was about to go use the litter box. And I had to put her in the other litter box in the other room. Didn't want her doing that with me in here, you know. Okay, anyway, where was I? Look at the birds. They don't plant, harvest, or gather the harvest into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you worth more than they? Sorry, my cat is literally... Can you stop it? You want to join? You gotta sit. You gotta sit. Okay, yeah. If that is not a cat move. Sorry, that was loud. What a cat thing to do. Yeah, you can sit up there. Just sorry, guys. My cat loves to be center of attention. To go in my lap. Nope, you just want to climb. Okay, sit there then. Stay. Yeah, good job. Okay. Okay, you're funny. I'm so sorry. Continuing. They don't plant, harvest, or gather They don't plant, harvest, or gather the harvest into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you worth more than they? Can any of you add a single hour to your life by worrying? And why worry about clothes? Notice how the flowers grow in the field. They never work or spin yarn for clothes. But I say that not even Solomon in all his majesty was dressed like one of these flowers. That's the way God clothes the grass in the field. Today it's alive, and tomorrow it's thrown into an incinerator. So how much more will he clothe you people who have so little faith? Don't ever worry and say, what are we going to eat, or what are we going to drink, or what are we going to wear? Everyone is concerned about these things, and your heavenly Father certainly knows you need all of them. But first, be concerned about his kingdom and what has his approval. Then all these things will be provided for you. So don't ever worry about tomorrow. After all, tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. The Sermon on a Mountain continues. Stop judging. Stop judging so that you will not be judged. Otherwise, you will be judged by the same standard you use to judge others. The standards you use for others will be applied to you. So why do you see the piece of sawdust in another believer's eye and not notice the wooden beam in your own eye? How can you say to another believer, "Let me take the piece of sawdust out of your eye," when you have a beam in your own eye? You hypocrite! First remove the beam from your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the piece of sawdust from another believer's eye. I like that. I'm gonna drink my Pepsi Zero. Quick ASMR sound tingle break. If you're still here with me, thank you. And I'm sure Jesus thanks you. Or, yeah. He's happy you're here and willing to hear about his word. I see more and more people coming to Jesus, and it makes me like really happy. Okay. Don't throw pearls to pigs. Don't give what is holy to dogs, or throw your pearls to pigs. Otherwise, they will trample them and then tear you to pieces. The power of prayer. Ask and you will receive. Search and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened for you. Everyone who asks will receive. The one who searches will find, and for the one who knocks, the door will be opened. If your child asked you for bread, would any of you give him a stone? Or if your child asked for a fish, would you give him a snake? Even though you're evil, you know how to give good gifts to your children. So how much more will your Father in heaven give good things to those who ask him? The golden rule. Always do for other people everything you want them to do for you. That is the meaning of Moses' teachings and the prophets. That's been called the golden rule for that long? Or is that just something that this Bible has in a new translation? If anyone knows that, can they comment that, please? The narrow gate. Enter through the narrow gate, because the gate and the road that led to destruction are wide. Many enter through the wide gate, but the narrow gate and the road that led to life are full of trouble. Only a few people find the narrow gate. False prophets. Beware of false prophets. They come to you disguised as sheep, but in their hearts they are vicious wolves. You will know them by what they produce. People don't pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles, do they? In the same way, every good tree produces good fruit, but a rotten tree produces bad fruit. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a rotten tree cannot produce good fruit. Any tree that fails to produce good fruit is cut down and thrown into a fire. So you will know them by what they produce. Not everyone who says to me, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the person who does what my Father in heaven wants. Many will say to me on that day, "Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name? Didn't we force out demons and do many miracles by the power and authority of your name?" Then I will tell them publicly, "I've never known you. Get away from me, you evil people." Build on the rock. Therefore, everyone who hears what I say and obeys it will be like a wise person who built a house on a rock. Rain poured and floods came. Winds blew and beat against that house, but it did not collapse, because its foundation was on rock. Everyone who hears what I say but doesn't obey it will be like a foolish person who built a house on sand. Rain poured and floods came. Winds blew and struck that house. It collapsed, and the result was a total disaster. When Jesus finished this speech, the crowds were amazed at his teachings. unlike their experts in Moses' teachings, he taught them with authority. 21 minutes. I think I will stop here. That was 6 through 8. Or 6 and 7. I didn't read 8. Excuse me. Anyway, thank you for joining me and staying this long. I hope that it was relaxing. I hope it was relaxing for you. If you want to comment and suggest any videos you think I should do, I do have some other ideas that I planned on doing, but I also want to hear from my subscribers and get some more ideas of what other people would want to hear. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that maybe you might have learned something a little bit about the Bible and about Jesus, and maybe you're intrigued and want to look into that. I definitely will be posting more Bible reading and study videos. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day or evening, sleep, wherever it is that you are, whatever it is that you may be doing. I hope that it goes good for you. You deserve to have a good day. You are blessed.